Defenders. Looking at it, I'm happy with it. You've got a mixture of experience and youth, leadership, and with the injuries that are riddling the back line of America right now, this is probably the best you're going to get. I mean, I think if you have Aaron Long in there, I think Aaron Long slides in for Tim Ream. But other than that, I don't see anybody else I could swap out here.
You'll have to catch me up on injuries because I can't wrap my head around as to why Tim Ream is in this team. It's frustrating to constantly see him on there. I understand it's like, oh, he's experienced, but at what point?
So
we have John Brooks. John Brooks is our experienced center back at this point. What do we need
but
Tim Ream for?
he also goes ahead and covers two spots, right? Because he can play in the center. He can play on the outside center of a back three. He can play outside back if you need him to. He's awful at it.
God, please don't put him
outside, right?
I'll put Kellen Acosta there again before I put Tim Ream.
Yeah. I'm just looking here to see
if he does not get any of the important game time in this team, fine, whatever. I don't care. I don't want him anywhere near an important game. I don't want him coming off the bench. I don't want him starting.
Kind of shocked that Tim Ream actually is in here. See, I remember this. He got hurt in the last game that he played before he got called in. He took some weird fall and got carried off the field. But he's in now. Areola has a hamstring injury, so
that's the only reason why he's not on there.
We talked about the DK injury offline, but DK coming off that knock from the Gold Cup, and hasn't really been playing since, so he's out. Josie, we knew he wasn't going to come in anyway, and then Yunus Musa picked up an ankle injury to miss the start of Valencia's La Liga campaign. And then we mentioned Aaron Long as well.
Yeah, can you explain to me why Matt Miazga is not there instead of Tim Ream?
Sure. So Tim Ream actually has been really good for Fulham, by the way. So if we look at
the team that he got relegated the season before.
Yes, because it was all Tim Ream's fault that he got relegated.
I know it's not all his fault, but
don't make me come over there.
Hold on. I'm pulling up the league last year.
Tim Ream is running at a 6.66. Anthony Robinson, 7.15. Both of them have 4 appearances, have started all 4 games for them in the championship, in which they have given up a combined 3 goals in 4 games. Fulham are actually running the show right now. They are so good.
They played Middlesbrough, Huddersfield, Millwall, Birmingham, and Hull City.
So we're talking, you say that, right?
Sorry, Birmingham's the cup. Right,
but you say that. In the 4 games that they played, 3 of them were against teams that were in the Prem in the last 5 years. That's not nothing. It's not like they're playing.
Yeah, but take a look at what they just did last season. Hull City was in League One last year. Huddersfield avoided the relegation by the hair on their chin.
Okay.
Millwall's probably their toughest opponent so far. Millwall and Middlesbrough, mid-table. And then they played Charlton, who I think was Charlton promoted last year also? I don't remember.
What team is Miazga even on right now?
He's with Alaves.
He's at Anderlecht?
No, he's at Alaves. He just got loaned there. Yeah, in La Liga.
Deportivo Alaves?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. Want to know why he's not in this team?
Why?
Because he hasn't played yet.
Okay.
It's the same reason that who did we just say? We just said somebody wasn't in here because he wasn't playing. Oh, Ethan Horvath. The same reason Ethan Horvath's number 3. If you're not playing games, you
Ethan's still in the team.
Yeah, but as a 3rd string, right? You're telling me that you're gonna take Miazga as a 3rd string versus
Ream? Yes.
Tim Ream, who knows the system already. Stop
He
it.
knows the old system where we
What old
lost in the
system? It's
World
the
Cup
same system.
qualifiers.
We've won 3 tournaments with the same system. What do you mean?
He wasn't there for the last tournament. He was there for the Nations League.
Sure, but the system doesn't change. Greg's not going to be like, oh, yeah, oh, man, this thing really worked really well. Let me change it. Well, I mean, he probably will. He probably will. There's no Zardes. He's going to change everything. But,
do we even have, at least we have a couple more wingers this time.
Who do you have? And I think he had to have learned and like, oh man, I really like using this winger system, but like I got nobody to play. I probably should do more.
Could have brought in Chris Mueller. I don't know.
Who do you start? Who's your starting 4?
I would say Robinson, Anthony Robinson, Brooks, Miles Robinson, and Dest.
Yo, it's criminal the fact that Walker Zimmerman and James Sands are not going to be playing in this team.
I think Sands more so has a chance because he could slide into the midfield.
Yeah, he'll slide up, and that's why I think he went light on the midfield because he knew he could use Sands there. But that's so criminal after how good they've been. They're just going to be like, yeah, have fun on the bench, my guy.
Yeah, it's just tough in that spot. I mean, even Mark McKenzie's probably not gonna. You know what? I don't really know.
I'm not heartbroken over that.
McKenzie, he might still get game time. I could see him definitely getting starts, but I think personally, Miles Robinson has earned that starting spot.
Game 1, so he's either going to do it this way. He's going to go game 1 is going to be the number 1 team that we play, the best team that we put out there, or he'll do like a weaker side against El Salvador and play the strong team against Canada, right? Mm-hmm. So to me, the strongest team that you're going to put out there right now with a back 4 would be correct. It would be Anthony Robinson, Brooksy, Miles, and Dest. That being said, I just want to double check the way that because they lined up. I'm almost certain they never did we never really did a back 5, right? That wasn't usually our go-to.
He might have switched to it during the game at some point.
Yeah.
Gold Cup, but
there was never a starting lineup with 5, right?
That's definitely a possibility with this team.
Well, that's the other thing is because, and I'm like I said, I think he'll stay 4-3-3 because he's not going to change the system, hopefully. But if he does go 5, which I think would be a last case scenario, you're then going to throw Zimmerman in there. You're going to let Dest and Robinson go a bit higher, and then you'll have a midfield. You'll probably have a midfield 2 of something like Adams, McKenzie. Or Adam McKennie, sorry, or Sands, Adams, Sands, McKennie. You've got a group there that you can use, and then you'll use your wide forwards of Pulisic, Reyna. Oh goodness, they don't really have a striker outside of Sabachu and Pepe.
Sargent.
Oh, he's gonna put Josh Sargent in there. That sucks. Anyways, we'll go back to that. We'll get back to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then your rotation, right? You'll throw Bello in, you'll throw Zimmerman in, McKenzie in, give Reem a shot somewhere. Yedlin will get some time. He's got depth there. He'll be okay. On to the midfield though.
Can we hold on? Tom, I'm totally switching the subject here for half a second.
Switching subjects for.
I just got a notification that Georginio was named the UEFA Men's Player of the Year.
Yeah, I got that last night.
That's criminal.
It's criminal. Yeah,
that's so criminal. But he couldn't even start for he had a whole stretch of games in the Prem where he couldn't even start and he was on the bench.
But he's got the silverware, so and he scores penalties. And he passes backwards a lot.
That's wild to me. I can't believe the Player of the Year. You're telling me out of you picked him over, unless was I reading it wrong? Is he just midfielder of the year?
No, he got you for Player of the Year
over Messi, Holland, Lewandowski. You picked Georginio?
Lewandowski is the one that got robbed.
You picked Georginio? All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Georginio,
midfield. Mende Tuchel win all these awards. Mm-hmm. That's criminal.
All right. So midfield. Oh wait, no, I'm not done with the defenders yet.
What do you mean? What do you know?
I don't love the Yedlin pick here. I'm
Oh,
not.
that's right. I forgot you said more dumb stuff. Go ahead. Tell me why.
I'm not like opposed to Yedlin, but I just feel like Shaq Moore did not step a foot wrong in that last tournament and
Oh my
absolutely
God,
deserved
Shaq
to be
Moore's
here.
not in this team.
Yeah, he
Oh,
absolutely deserves
okay.
to be
No,
there.
I'm with you here. I'm with you here. All right. No, you're so for some reason, and I don't know if I saw the name Moore or something close to it, I thought Shaq Moore was in this team, and I just read that list and I didn't say it. I don't know why, because when I looked up men's national team like players, and he was one of the first people there. So like, oh yeah, Shaq Moore, no problem. You're 100% with you. That's really bad. Yedlin is good. Shaq Moore is better. Now,
Shaq,
unless he's saving Shaq Moore for like, because again, he's I don't know if he's still like analyzing players or what have you, but Shaq Moore was so good.
yeah, he was so good.
He very rarely finished a 90 though, so I wonder if he's not fit.
I always thought that Reggie Cannon was the number 2 right back at the time,
Yeah,
and Shaq
Reggie
Moore.
is not even in this team.
I know, and Shaq Moore. I felt that Shaq Moore, based on that last tournament, probably jumped him in the depth chart.
Yeah, I mean,
At
Des
least for
was
the time
obviously
being.
number one. Des was obviously
Yes.
number one,
Yes.
but it was between who was going to be the backup or the rotation guy, and
then all of a sudden, DeAndre Edlin came in, who wasn't even in the battle, and got the backup job.
let me see something here.
I have no problems with Yedlin. Like, I know right back is a stacked spot for us, and like Yedlin will be fine. I just think there were guys that deserved it more. Like Shaq Moore was so good for us.
I think what we're asking is, where is Joe Scally? He made 4 tackles on Lewandowski. He should be in this.
He's saving him for the actual World Cup squad. He doesn't want him to get tired with these qualifiers.
It was so frustrating when I was reading that. Patrick Van Aanholt's at Galatasaray.
Wow, that is a fast fullback group, but also they're a little bit older now.
Yeah, he's 30.
Imagine their primes; those two would have been flying down the wings.
So to continue on with your point, at least in the first 2 games of the season that they have played, our good friend DeAndre Yedlin has not made an appearance yet. So there's less reason for him to be.
So explain to me why he's here, but Matt Miazga's not here because we got to pick Tim Ream for game experience, but lack of game experience doesn't matter at right back.
Over this entire season, he's got 5 appearances.
It's ridiculous.
His last appearance came on the 19th in the Europa League qualifiers. So he did play. So he's played since moving to Galatasaray. It seems in February of last year, or of this year, excuse me. He has played 4 times. He played once for Newcastle on January 9th, once for Galatasaray, or 3 times for Galatasaray, February 10th, July 28th, and August 19th, and then he played in the game against Switzerland.
At the end of the day, as long as Dest is the starting right back for any of the important games, any relatively important game, fine.
Mm-hmm.
You want to throw Yedlin out there against El Salvador, Cuba, go ahead. That's fine. Yeah. I think there were guys that deserved this more.
Sure. And unless he's picked up a ghost knock that nobody knows about,
yeah,
then yeah, no, I'm with you there.